Hi, this is Francis Xavier. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 1, Row Meter 7, first numerical problem. Okay, it's very important problem. So you have to look here carefully. So you have to read the question. Okay, one or two times you have to read the question. Okay, I already told you if you work out the numerical problem, you got to follow up on the three things. First one, you will write the formula. Second one, you will substitute the value. And the third one, you got to find out the answer as well as mention the SI unit. Okay. So you read the question. The two bodies have a mass ratio of 3:4. The force applied on the bigger mass produces an acceleration of 12 ms power minus 2. What could be the acceleration of the other body if the same force act on it? Okay, so we have to write the data. Okay, first the mass of the ratio, listen here, the mass of the ratio, mass of the ratio, the mass of the ratio 3 is to 4, 3 is to 4, because the 3 is the smaller body, 4 is the bigger body. Okay, so we have to write it down. The mass of the smaller body, mass of the smaller body m1 equal to 3 kilogram, because the SI unit of mass is kilogram. Okay, next the mass of the bigger body, mass of the bigger body m2 equal to 4 kilogram, 4 kilogram. Okay, so we have to find out the acceleration A1. Already they have given the data. The force applied on the bigger mass of the bigger mass produces an acceleration of 12 ms power minus 2. Okay, because this is a A2 value. Okay, so we have to write it down. Acceleration. What is the acceleration? Change in velocity by time. Okay, change in velocity by time. What is the value of acceleration due to gravity in our earth surface? 9.8 ms power minus 2. Okay, so acceleration, listen here, acceleration due to the force, acceleration due to the force applied by bigger body, applied by bigger body. Okay, bigger body, um, A2 equal to 12 ms power minus 2. Okay, the unit. Okay, next the acceleration due to the force, the acceleration due to the force on the smaller body A1 equal to what? Okay, so only you have to find out what is the A1 value. What is the A1 value? Okay, you know very well, it is amount, mass is the amount of matter contained in a body. So m1 equal to, m1 is to m2. Okay, m1 is to m2 equal to A1 is to A2. Okay, what is the m1 value? 3. Okay, 3 kilogram. What is the m2 value? 4 kilogram. What is the A1 value? We don't know. Okay, what is the A2 value? Because the bigger body, we have to apply the force. The bigger body has given the acceleration A2 equal to 12 ms power minus 2. Okay, so 12 ms power minus 2. Okay, so we have to write the formula. Okay, what is what type of forces we have to apply on it? You know very well, because Newton's second law, as well as we have to use the Newton's third law. Okay, the two equations are very important for this work out the problem. Okay, so you write the formula by using Newton's, according to Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion. Second law of motion. What is Newton's second law? F equal to ma, F equal to ma, mass into acceleration. Okay, mass into acceleration. Okay, so we got to write the value. If we mass into acceleration. Okay, for example, we saw the force, it can be split into two terms. Okay, because of we got to consider 2 point masses. The 2 point masses compulsory, the two forces will be act on it. Okay, so F1, we have to write the value F1 equal to M1 into A1. Okay. Next, what is the F2 value? F2 equal to M2 into A2. M2 into A2. M2 into A2. So you have to compare the equation, comparing the equation by using the Newton's third law. Okay. So comparing, according to, listen here, according to Newton's third law. According to Newton's third law. Okay, Newton's third law. What is the Newton's third law equation? Newton's third law. Okay, what is Newton's third law? If F1 equal to minus F2. F1 equal to minus F2, because we know that, okay, every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. It obeys the Newton's third law. The minus, it indicates the opposite direction. Okay. So what is the F1 value? So we write the, so substitute the value. What is F1 value? M1 into A1, which is equal to, what is F2 value? Minus M2 into A2. M2 into A2. Okay. So what is the M1 value? 3 into, we don't know the A1 value, only you have to find out the value. So A1 equal to minus, what is the M2 value? 4. Okay. 4 into, what is the A2 value? 12. Okay. You know very well, because 3 is the numerator, this value will be going to the other side is the denominator. Okay, so A1 equal to minus 4 into 12 divided by 3. So you got to multiply the value. What is the value? For example, how many times? So you have to divide the value 4 times. Okay, 4 into 3 12. Okay, 4 into 3 12. Okay, so A1 equal to 4 into 4 16. Okay, so minus 16 ms power minus 2. Ms power minus 2. Okay, because we got to neglect the minus symbol. How is it possible? Because we have studied the lower classes from the 9th standard. Negative acceleration. What is a negative acceleration? It is called as a retardation or deceleration. So you have to neglect the minus symbol. So note it down. The A1 equal to 16 ms power minus 2. 16 ms power minus 2, because the negative has indicate the retardation. Okay, retardation or deceleration. Okay, deceleration. Okay. Okay, this is the end of the lesson today. Next class we will discuss about the another interesting topic.